Kawaii-chan. Why would you even think that?
Because kawaii-chan isn't special!
That's funny. You not special. I don't think you understand how lucky you have it. A lot of people pay attention to you because you're so unique. Imagine being a cranky guy like me that no one pays attention to.
But at least you aren't hiding yourself.
Huh? Are you...
A part of me, maybe.
What does that mean?
What do you know about me, Zane?
Kawaii-chan.
It's Nana.
Huh?
My name, it's Nana.
What?
Nothing!
Are you kidding me? All the times you made me do things I was never comfortable with doing? All the times everyone said you were better than me? You never acknowledged how I felt! You never did! Ah! Glad, Kawaii-chan.
Zane-kun hasn't been acting normal either. Are you?
Okay? Honestly, maybe not. But nothing compares to the hurt she went through. I just...
If you need to talk, Kawaii-chan is here.
Thank you, Kawaii-chan.
My Street is a 2015 Minecraft roleplay series made by Jessica Rivera, more well known as her online alias Aphmau, which, fun fact, is actually the name of a Final Fantasy character, which is where she gets a lot of her inspiration from. The story is centered around Aphmau and her friends, Caitlin, Kawaii-chan, Garth, Zane, Dante, Travis, Lawrence, Aaron, and many more. But today we're focusing on two characters in specific: Kawaii-chan, or as most of you know her as, Nana Ashida, or Zane Ramev. Nana and Zane are aesthetically and personality-wise very different, but are very similar in the thing that made them that way. They just both handled it very differently. They were both overlooked, having their siblings take precedent over them. Zane was the middle child and his father's least favorite, and while Ziona tried to make up for this, it was obviously not enough. His parents ignoring him led to his need for attention, giving him an any attention is good attention mindset. Trying to get the attention of Jean and join the Shadow Knights and becoming someone he's not to seem cool in their eyes, because it was getting him attention. This continued through his teen years to adulthood. Eventually, Aphmau saw through this and befriended him, letting him be himself. But Zane, who's never had someone care about him like this before, became controlling and obsessed. And of course, it wasn't healthy. When Aphmau and Aaron started pursuing each other, he would please them, acting like her father, or more accurately, acting like her mom. Which, side note, I find it very interesting that Aphmau has so many people who try to interfere with her relationship, specifically with Aaron, non-romantically. Her mom makes sense, because her entire thing is being, like, oh, you can't date any boys. But Caitlin makes no sense. But she also is canonically bisexual, so she very well could have had a crush on Aphmau. Oh my. I'm not re-recording that. That is a side note that was not written into my script. and while yes, at the end of the season he learned to be okay with it, he was still obsessed. In season 2, there are not too many instances of this, but I've only ever watched it a few times. I feel that in that season, though, Caitlin took that place. Season 3, though, he has problems. In this season, we got reintroduced to Jean, and he became obsessive over Jean and Aphmau becoming friends, both because their pre-existing rivalry, but also because now someone that isn't him could take his place as her best friend. And when Aphmau and Aaron broke up, he became smothering, trying to keep her at home, trying to stay by her side, not giving her space or letting her see any of her other friends or go outside, because he finally had her all to himself. It took Kawaii-chan and Caitlin to force him out and get Aphmau a space and time outside. I don't have much to say about him in season 4 specifically when it comes to this, because he was either gone or under a forever potion. But it does show that Garth was definitely always the favorite, the golden child, the most obsessed over, most loved, most given attention to the point it made him selfish. Now for his character growth. He has some of the best character growth in the show, because it starts in season 1 and it still goes all the way to season 5. I hope she doesn't undo it in the new season. I hope to God. It started with him and Aaron's conversation about Aaron wanting to be with Aphmau and him asking Zane if he was okay with it, and how he said he'd have to get used to it, but in the end it'd make Aphmau happy. Also, him being a part of the group in season 2, making more friends. Then, him talking to Kawaii-chan after her and Damien broke up in season 3, and trying to help her be more serious when she asked for it. In season 4, him opening up to Garth and growing closer with him, and in Aphmau's year, becoming more honest and friendly towards not only those who went through the situation at the lodge, but also Kawaii-chan. Season 5 was definitely where it was obvious he fully changed for the better, needing less attention from Aphmau. And being able to go days without her attention, and being more kind towards everyone and bringing Nana with him. He was consistently kind, and set boundaries and followed boundaries. Kawaii-chan was one of 12 children, where they all looked the same and she was constantly mistaken for her siblings. She wasn't unique or special in her own eyes, so she adopted the persona of Kawaii-chan from a character in an anime or manga, I think. She adored becoming just like her and hardening a part of herself. In the Kawaii-chan persona, she was perfect and happy and never sad. She was cute and unique and special and stood out, something she's never done before. And like Zane, she has a need for attention, but unlike Zane, it was a need for someone to romantically love her. The entire reason she shipped Aphmau and Aaron was because she hoped she'd find love like that. And yes, it was unhealthy as well. Making shrines of your friends is not a normal healthy person thing to do. She would also constantly fall in love and get into relationships that never lasted more than a month. Like her obsession with Reese, all because he was pink. All because he was pink. To where she knocked him out with a cookie and tried to kiss him awake. Yes, this actually happened. And Damien, who she dated for like maybe a month, only to make out with and go on cute dates, but who she never really had any chemistry with or anything in common with. And apparently, a whole lot of guys in high school. Nana was constantly in a relationship, because not only did it get her attention, but maybe she could find the one this way. And when Nana got into a relationship with Zane, she immediately jumped to what she's always done, moving quickly and big romantic gestures. Dating Zane as her persona and not as her. But Zane made boundaries with her about how he wants to go slow and how he wants to feel like he's with her, kind of forcing her to change for the better. And from here, I don't have much to say. Kawaii-chan is a character we actually don't know much about. We don't know much about her family or her childhood besides she's one of 12 children, and that in Phoenix Drop High she either lived alone or with one of her siblings, because how her house looked in the minigames, having 2 rooms. But the minigames are all in canon, and I'm pretty sure that's the only time we've seen her house. Also, if there's anything from FCU, let me know, because that's all canon, and I will die on my hill that FCU is a great series. And that's the end. I'm sorry if it was short. Hope you liked the video. I don't want to do more like this. I want to do one about Emmeline, because I have so much to say about that woman. Oh my god. But thank you so much for watching. Remember to drink water, take your meds if you have them, eat if you haven't, and punch turfs in the face. Thank you so much for watching.